Greetings Guardians, this is JH12 back with another Destiny 2 video. So in today's video we're going to be continuing the campaign by going to Io, a new location we unlocked at the end of the last video. So we're going to Io to meet with Ikora and try and get her to come back and join Zavala and Cade and help them to plan the attack on the Almighty and the city in order to reclaim it and to reclaim our light. So let's get into it.
Io. The whole place hums with energy left behind by the Traveler's unfinished work. No wonder Guardians considered this site sacred, now that Cade is back in the fold. All we need is to find Ikora, make the Vanguard whole again, and bring down the Almighty.
Of all the places I've been in all the years since my rebirth, this is where I return. The last place the Traveler touched. I came for answers. I stand here, still, with nothing.
Ikora, Zavala is forming a resistance, and he believes...
What good is a resistance when you are the only one who would survive? I believe this Ghoul creature knows the Traveler blessed this site. I believe he sent his legion to find something they could never possibly understand. And I believe they will continue to desecrate all we hold sacred. Save this place, Guardian. Do not squander this second chance.
Red Legion ships have been in and out non-stop since I got here. We need to know what they're doing. Get into that base.
Look at the sky. What is that, Ikora?
Energy. The Traveler's energy. What have they done? This is my fault. I could have stopped this.
Ikora, there's no way. Not without your light.
I am more than just my light. I could have tried. I should have tried. But after all these years, dying, being reborn, dying again, the Traveler has left me with one life, and I am afraid to lose it.
That might happen anyway. Gaul has a weapon that can blow up our sun.
What? Why would he destroy what he's worked so hard to conquer? Get into that base. There must be answers there.
So a noticeable change you might see is that I'm currently using the gunslinger. This is because as I said, I wouldn't be using a gunslinger until I've completed my Arc Strider subclass, and I have done that. So because I got a upgrade point which I hadn't used, I was able to put it into the last thing, and I fully upgraded the subclass. So I've now moved on to using the gunslinger as basically my subclass now. So that's something we've changed as well. Apart from that, nothing else has changed. So obviously we're going to basically find out what the Red Legion want with the Traveler's Energy on Io.
Looks like the Legion's packing up, Ikora.
Find out what they're shipping. We need every scrap of intel we can get.
Everyone's gone.
Keep looking. It's not like the Cabal to invest so much in a base and just abandon it.
We're coming up on a big drill.
A drill? Are they mining the Traveler's energy? No, it's not light. It can't give the Traveler's blessing. Not to me, not to Gaul. Or could it?
Ikora,
What's wrong?
Taken rifts. Defensive wards, too.
The Taken.
Why are the Taken here? They have no leader. Oryx is dead.
The Taken will always be drawn to the Traveler's energy. They are no longer Fallen or Hive or Cabal. Oryx changed them with the dark powers he stole. Wait. Is Gaul's plan to do the same, but with the light? That has to be it.
So Gaul is trying to create his own version of the Taken, but using light instead of the darkness. So the darkness basically was used by Oryx to corrupt different races within the game, and he created his own basically race called the Taken. As the name suggests, they were introduced within the DLC, the Taken King. So you might see there's the Taken look very similar to different races and stuff. This is obviously because they are basically the other races, but they've been corrupted by the darkness. So they now basically, you've got new abilities and stuff that their original races didn't have.
Must be mining the Traveler's remnant energy in the hopes of transforming himself and the Red Legion into wielders of the light. If he succeeds, he will become immortal, unstoppable. We have to tell Savala. Meet me outside.
Shock alert! Someone or something drew the Taken here!
Asher Mir? Is that you?
Irrelevant! The Taken are sapping the moon's energy. I hypothesize that Io will implode if someone does not intervene.
Guardian, we cannot lose this sacred place. Do what must be done. Stop the Taken.
Looks like the Taken are conjuring some kind of portal.
Stop them! Doubtless those mindless vermin intend to summon every last one of their spectral friends to devour this moon.
Looks like the Taken are conjuring some kind of portal.
Stop them! Doubtless those mindless vermin intend to summon every last one of their spectral friends to devour this moon.
There it goes. Looks like we closed the portal.
And why am I still seeing abnormal neutrino scattering?
Hang on. We're gonna take a closer look. We definitely didn't close it.
Ah, remedy this mess, you fools!
Portal's closed. We're clear. Ikora, I know this place is important to you, but...
There's nothing for me here on Io. I have one life left to give, and I will give it gladly to stop Gaul. We leave now.
Don't be so hasty. Ikora Ray, we must talk. And as for you, meddling guardian, I have a few choice things to say to you.
So that's the end of that mission. So we found out that Gaul wants to basically create his own version of the Taken using the light. Which will be bad if he does that, because he'll be immortal and it means that we won't be able to stop him. We're also being introduced into a new character called Ashamir. Let's go to this public event first, and then we'll go back and speak to Ashamir.
Nice lander sitting all alone out here. Let's take it.
As long as you can take it far, far away from me.
One more ship they won't see again. Guess what we did?
Caused pandemonium among the Cabal, detonated vehicles, pulverized a commander. If you must go crashing about, first find me. Otherwise you'll interfere with my delicate experiments.
Yes. How'd you know?
From the unbearable racket. My head!
So now that we've completed the public event, let's go speak to Ashamir and continue with the campaign.
What could you possibly want? Ikora tells me that Commander somebody, I don't care, has a plan to attack the so-called Almighty.
a plan unsupported by any data. However, there are remnants of an old interplanetary defense network here. We shall use it to assess the Almighty's capabilities. Then, we will tell Zavala precisely why his plan is wrong. And oh, I will relish that. Meanwhile, I refuse to squander valuable research opportunities. Therefore, you shall be my assistant. Go. All this talk wastes my time.
So this is Ashamir. He's basically a scientist, kind of like a mad scientist, you could say, who basically lost his arm to the Vex, and when he woke up in hospital had a Vex arm. As you can see, it's twitching there, which means that he's probably losing control of his arm, and that arm's taking over him. You'll also see that we're being offered some exotic weapons. So usually you'd be offered 3 weapons. You'd be offered the Risk Runner, which is here, the submachine gun. You'd be offered the Sunshot, which is a hand cannon. And you'd be offered a pulse rifle known as the Graviton Lance. So as I already have the other 2 weapons by completing the story 2 times previously, this means that the final gun I need to get is the Risk Runner. So that's why I've chosen that. In my opinion, I would choose the Sunshot first. I feel that is the best out of the 3 guns, followed by the Risk Runner, and then the Graviton Lance. But feel free to choose whichever one you would like. It's just my recommendation is that you choose the Sunshot. So let's put this Risk Runner on, which we've just got, which isn't too much of an increase from what we already have, but it's still an increase that we could do with. So now that we've spoken to Ashamir,
If only I had more time.
let's go continue with the story by completing the next mission, Fury. So here's the Risk Runner. As you can see, it's quite a powerful weapon itself. So here's the main mission. Let's get started.
Let's make these taken pay.
Yes, good. Increase the factor of deterrence.
That's right. Move along.
My assistant, a herder of taken. Heh. Better you than me.
So we just missed out on that public event. But that's okay, we still got a token from it. So now that we've done that, let's continue with the main mission. Here we are, so our main mission is this way.
As we all know, Zavala plans to attack the Almighty.
Typical Titan idiocy. I'm sure he thought, Gaul has a sun destroyer. I don't need a plan. I'll simply headbutt it.
It's desperation, Asher. Zavala has forgotten he might die, his final death. Head toward the heart of the energy mining operation, Guardian. We'll use a war mind, part of an interplanetary defense network, to scan the Almighty.
So basically we're going to find out how to defeat the Almighty, find a weakness, and also stop
so are the taken.
the
Pay them no heed, assistant. You and I
the
can
energy
deal with them
mining.
later.
Ikora, we found another drill. This one's big. Really big.
Good. That drill pierced an entrance to the war mine vault. The scanner's inside.
Gotcha. Let's find the drill controls and get it out of the way. power going, but the drill is still in our way.
Ah! What a gloriously irritating commitment to safety standards.
There has to be a manual override somewhere in that base.
I find it incredible that those myopic Red Legion ignorami did not realize they were drilling directly into a war mind vault.
Stranger things happen every day.
I'm detecting a spike in paracausal energy. Stereoneutrino particles have quintupled.
He means watch out for the Taken. You should hire a translator, Asher.
Ow. It's probably best if I use my super in here. There we go.
Nice work. Let's find that override. I think we've got the drill going.
Good. Return to the drill site and get into the Warmind vault. I am eager to discredit Vuvu Zela's plan to attack the Almighty.
So, are we going to see Rasputin? Or is this some other war mind?
There is only one war mind. But Rasputin is not here on Io. I believe he's been marooned on Earth ever since his network fragmented.
Whoa, the drill's on.
What? Lift it up before it collapses the war mine vault.
Finally. Let's get down to the vault. Asher, Ikora, we're on our way into the vault.
This will be rich. I will ask Zavala, can you tell me in zettajoules the Almighty's expected destructive capacity? And he will say, no, Asher, I cannot, because I am a reckless fool.
Ignore Asher. Find the war mine, reconnect it to the network, and we'll handle the rest.
So we're currently in the war mine bunker at the moment. Basically clearing it out and then gonna try and reconnect it to the network in order to basically pinpoint the Almighty's weakness.
Reconnecting to the war mine network to begin a remote scan.
Yes. We can see the connection coming online.
Hang on, we've got taken.
So we have a big take an enemy to take out. it's best to take this part slow and steady, just so you know that you're guaranteed not to die. And just basically aim for the head like the previous Vex enemies we've come across. Well, the Hydras anyway. So they're basically taken are a bit different, obviously, to the other races. For taking Vex, you don't shoot them in the chest, you shoot them in the head like any of the other enemies.
How's the scan going?
Poorly. The Almighty
There we
is
go.
inextricably bound to the harmonic resonance of the sun's magnetic flux tubes.
What?
If Zavala blows up the Almighty, it'll take the sun with it. It's time I rejoined my fire team.
There we go. We're about to get the gang back together. Oh, and it's Red Legion time.
Tell me again, Speaker, what makes your guardians worthy of the light? What is the price of such power and immortality?
Devotion. Self-sacrifice. Death.
Death. Explain.
Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. Sacrifice leads to death. So, feel free to kill yourself.
Devotion. Sacrifice. I was born an outcast. A runt. As is custom with the Cabal, I was cast aside and left for dead. I was taken in by an old scholar himself, disgraced, who saw in me something redeemable. He raised me, taught me, trained me, and in return, I would become a vehicle for his revenge. Against an empire that failed him, that failed itself. Rejection, ridicule, torment. It made me stronger. I gave everything to win not just acceptance, but glory. Beneath my mask, Speaker, is the face of devotion and sacrifice. I will not take the light by force. To do so would be to admit failure. And I never fail. Now, do you see why I will be chosen?
I see now. I see all that you have done.
Our operation on the Jovian Moon was a success. Once the cage is complete, we will have everything we need to begin the process of extracting the light. Dominus, everything we worked for is here, for the taking. All that remains is your word.
No. This is not the way, old friend.
But it is the way. The only way.
Not for me.
Seems like the speaker's getting into Gaul's head, and his goal of what he wants to do is actually changing now. So he originally came here to take the light by force, and now he's trying to take the light by trying to get the light, basically the official way. So our next step is to go and speak with Hawthorne at the farm. But we will do that in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.